When you show up for practice, either at the major or the minor field, anywhere at Lanada Bay Plaza, first thing you want to do is make sure you open up the bathrooms. Everybody should have what we call a B key, and what that's for is the bathrooms. It's for the batting cages as well, and it's for the scoring shed. So every coach should have a B key. First thing you want to do is open up the bathrooms. If you're the last practice of the day, you want to close the bathroom. So all fields have a shed. This is the major shed next to the major field. There's the minor field shed, and then up at PVIS, there's another shed behind the backstop. When you get to the field, the first thing you want to do is input the code. You'll get the code from the league or your player agent, and then you're going to open up the shed. Inside, you're going to find everything you need. Of course, you want to put the bases into the plugs. They're out there right now, as you can see. But you want to make sure the bases are in. If it's a game day, inside you're going to find a paint chalker. This is what we use. We don't use actual chalk, we use paint. You make sure to put in one of the paint cans into the paint chalker. This is pretty self-explanatory, and you can use this to chalk the lines on the field. You should also find in the shed this string. What this can do is help you make a straight line. Inside here, you're also going to find rakes, shovels, and everything you need in order to get the field ready to play for practice or a game.
All right, coaches, so you finished practice. There are 3 things we need you to do every single time. First one is you're just going to take the base out, each base, and put the plug in. Second thing is using a heavy drag. So what we want to do is drag the entire infield once the bases are out. You don't need to use the broom for this. Use a heavy drag. It's pretty simple. You go backwards or walk forwards. All right, do the whole field. And then the last thing, the third, is you're going to come right over here. It's next to the major shed. And you're going to open up the valve here. And this waters the right side of the infield. We're gonna say you're gonna do that for about 2 or 3 minutes. And you'll turn that one off all the way. And then we'll go left side of the infield for another 2 to 3 minutes. All right, coaches, so now we're on the minor field. We wanna show you guys exactly where the water is. So we're down the third base side, and it's the same drill as the major field. You're gonna go 1 valve at a time. This side releases the right side of the infield, so again, 2 or 3 minutes. And then just ensure that when you're finished here, you get the valve all the way closed down because the water will leak. And then we'll hit this side. For 2 or 3 minutes. And then while the camera's over there, both major and minor field, you want to make sure that the mound is covered, completely covered, as shown there after every practice or game.
Yep. So at the end of practice, don't assume that somebody will be practicing after you, and that goes the same for a game. We want to make sure the gates stay locked. So each gate on the field has its own padlock with the same code that you were given for the shed. There's going to be locks on both the third base and the first base side on both the major and minor fields. So we want to make sure that we lock them. And then additionally, of course, we want to make sure we lock the shed. If you were here for a game, the scoring shed will have been opened. We want to make sure that the front doors to the scoring shed are closed and that the door is locked to the scoring shed. Last but not least, you want to make sure the bathrooms are locked. If you're the last person at the field, or it's the last game or practice of the day, we have to ensure that the bathrooms are locked.